Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of our friend John Tuggle, Tuggle and Company, Corpus. As we look toward dry weather in Argentina, more talk in the trade about smaller than expected corn supplies in South America and the potentially positive impact of U.S. export demand. We see some rain in the forecast over the weekend in Argentina, but then more hot weather in the forecast. Because Monday is a holiday, USDA's weekly export sales report is delayed until today. We'll report that to you on Tuesday probably. Futures markets were open yesterday. They will be open today at regular times, then closed on Monday. Although unlike the Monday before, where markets did not reopen until Tuesday morning at 8:30, the markets will reopen Monday night at 7 p.m. So we might have some information for you as we prepare Tuesday morning shows Monday night. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM is open for Milo trucks this week through today from 8 to 2:45. Anderson's and Cargill are not open for Milo in Houston this week. For help marketing your grains, it's 1-800-2-TUGGLE 361-852-5207. That's Tuggle and Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm down on the farm's Larry Marble here at the kitchen table with my friend RD from D&D Farm and Ranch. RD, I need a squeeze chute, and I understand you can hook me up.
We've had too many squeeze chutes on the lot right now, and we're running out of place to store them. So we're marking them down for any listener who mentions this ad can save up to $1,000 off any chutes in stock while supplies last. The brands we're currently stocking are WW, Preefert, Carter, and our own D&D Maverick chute.
Give us a telephone number to get a hold of you, RD.
Telephone number out here is 830-379-7340. My personal extension you can reach me at is 161. We'll make sure to get you taken care of on these.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves. We'll take a look at the national pork carcass cutout value, down by 79 in the afternoon report at 87.88. Federally inspected hog slaughter, 991,000 head for the week through Wednesday. As we look toward the beef side of the equation, wholesale boxes in the afternoon, 278.86 on the choice, 250.70 on the select. On the choice, that was a 55-cent drop. On the select, it was a $3.42 bump higher. Estimated weekly slaughter, 262,000 head through Wednesday. Looks like USDA reported some light to moderate cash trade yesterday. In the South, the trade was 157 on the hoof in the dirt, 248 to 250 in the North on the dressed deals. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from yesterday.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Our heavy-duty panels weigh in at approximately 150 pounds each. We carry a wide variety of products and have panels for the smallest livestock show animals all the way up to panels for the toughest bucking bulls. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel. 210-624-2000. Visit us on the web at wholesalesteelsa.com.
Neighbor, now it's time for James Hunt and Around the Caprock from the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. James, what's our topic?
Keeping corn going in the Texas High Plains. I'm James Hunt with Around the Caprock on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network. In recent years, we've talked about how it's becoming increasingly challenging to grow corn due to our region's water resources being on the decline. Still, there is significant local demand for that crop.
In our area, we got a lot of dairies, we have a lot of feedlots, and those guys want corn to feed the animals. The question is, how do we raise more corn on less water? And what can we do most effectively or efficiently on our farm to get that done?
That's Rex Brandon with Pioneer Seed, who says strategies for growing corn will be a big topic at the annual crop production clinics Pioneer is offering around our area in the coming weeks. Brandon says farmers who attend those sessions can receive guidance based on input from local agronomists and other Pioneer and Corteva experts.
We put that together into a book, and we can kind of give you an expectation. If you got a full profile of moisture, if you've got this much water of irrigation, and you've got this much time to do it, if you plan on these dates, this is what can realistically be expected.
Now, about those Pioneer producer meetings. There will be 8 of them altogether, with other topics on the agenda such as water conservation, pest control, and the market outlook for 2023. The meetings are free, and there will be several CEUs available. The first of the Pioneer meetings is January 9th in Dalhart, with others to follow in Dumas, Stratford, Spearman, Panhandle, Hereford, Muleshoe, and Plainview. We'll have more information about the meetings in future reports, or in the meantime, you can contact your Pioneer sales representative for more details. Texas A&M AgriLife also has a bunch of meetings coming up, so contacting your local extension office about those opportunities is also a good idea. I'm James Hunt on the Texas Farm Bureau Radio Network.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to find an insurance agent who's a true neighbor. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
We are on the line with my friend Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, what in the world you been doing with your time off?
Oh, had plenty of time with the family. Had all about the Christmas gatherings that I can stand for 1 week, but it's fun. I just kind of want to get back out to the place and see some sunshine and ride around on the side by side when it's all said and done.
Right. Now, are you going to take your wife dancing on New Year's Eve?
I'm sure thinking about it. I got to get her to commit to it, but that's what the plans is. The weather's supposed to be nice, and we'll have sheep and goats coming in already this weekend. So look for a pretty good sale. The first sale back, weather permitting. That week-long forecast looks pretty nice.
Good. And then we'll sell cattle on Thursday. How do you think we know sheep and goats? If the numbers are right and the buyers are there, we're gonna get good sales, and we've had good sales nationwide up until the break. What's the cattle sale going to be like when we come back Thursday?
I think the market will be good. Usually that first week back, we're a little bit light on numbers. People kind of feeling out the market. That second and third week back should be the big run for everybody. The way the holidays failed, there's a lot of sales on Monday that are still not having a sale, and some of them are not on Tuesday. But we'll get going next Thursday and see how things turn out.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at Producers and Cargyle for sheep and goats Tuesday, cattle Thursday. Jody Fry.
You bet. We'll all be back there at the office on Monday, January the 2nd, 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 325-234-7895.
And y'all will be accepting sheep and goats this weekend?
Yes, sir. 24/7. There's a look on the website. There's a mobile number to contact. Any questions, call any of us. We're all around, and like I said, there'll be plenty coming in over the weekend. And Happy New Year if we don't talk to you before then, Larry.
Same to y'all. Thank you, Jody Fry.
Thanks, sir.
Bye-bye.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance today at tfbinsurance.com to get insurance for Texans by Texans. Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
We are on the line with Ken Jordan. Ken, you told me you had a good Christmas, and I hope you have a grand New Year.
You bet. We do too, Larry. We're looking forward to it all, kind of getting everything welded up. Got a lot of pins cleaned out, everything, and the weather's been pretty good. A little cold there last week, but this week's been very, very good for us.
Yeah, I noticed I was talking to a fella that has a yard down south, and he said, Larry, I've got a bunch of those concrete 2-foot-high waters, and they froze to the ground. So he said that's the first time I can remember in a long, long time. I guess y'all had ice up there also.
Yes, we did. We had ice in all of our trawls. We had some shallower trawls, could clean out real easy every week and everything. They were froze all the way, totally just ice, and we chopped it and everything, turned the water on to water a few cattle around here, and we had to just get the entire ice out and then let the floats go, and got them all taken care of. But very, very cold those 3 days.
Yes, it sure was. It was 2 degrees up here, and we had 14 just 2 days days ago, and then I'll be darned if we're going to be 70 this Friday. So weather going to warm up down there, and we'll end up having a sale on Thursday. Nothing on Monday in Mason, but Thursday sale in San Saba. What's it going to look like?
You bet, Larry. I think it'll be a pretty good run already. I know several groups of cattle that are coming in, some groups of calves that'll be here, and then we got several cows I know already called and everything, and that'll be on Thursday, January the 5th. And then we follow up the following week at Mason. We got a good stocker feeder sale going to be happening over there on the 9th, and then also on the 12th, we've got a good stocker feeder over here too. Already got a lot of consignments for both of those sales that we know coming in for those stocker feeder sales, Larry. So it looks like we're going to start the week off and the first of the year off in a real good form, and I think we'll see a very strong market as we ended with this year. I think we'll continue on into the month of January, Larry.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You bet. Give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also go to our website. A lot of updated information. Our next female sales the 21st of January. We're taking assignments for that. But our website's jordan@cattle.com, Larry.
We appreciate it. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you next week.
You bet. Thank you, Larry.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, I know you had a good Christmas with family, and I'm hoping you have a New Year's Eve time with folks, too, that you love.
Yeah, Larry, I'd like to wish everybody a late Merry Christmas, and I hope they have a prosperous New Year. Hope 23 going to be better than 22.
Yep.
It was pretty rough. It kind of separated the men from the men, not the men from the boys.
That's right. That's right. Well, what have you been doing during the holiday?
Spent some time with the family and the kids, done a little hunting. Come back, sold some bulls yesterday.
Yeah.
Had another call or two today. Some people are trying to get, something plugged in before the end, but we are around. We do got a nice set of bulls on hand here. But we've been just kind of feeding cows, fooling around with grandkids, and just doing first one thing and another, not too excited about much anything.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the way to be during the holiday. Leroy, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
They can catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends, Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 and 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Neighbor, let's take a look at cotton movement from yesterday. Looks like the seam has reported 5,784 bales sold online for average gross price of $77.54. That was the lowest average selling price since 12/16. The Cotlook A index for the 28th 55 weeker at 101 per hundredweight. The new AWP is 74.80, effective as of this next Thursday. The prior AWP for cotton was 75.57 in cents per pound. Certified stocks were 8,901 bales as of 12/27. Neighbor, there's your cotton report. Neighbor, it's time to take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus, 361-852-5207. Milo through Corpus in December, March plus 90, 13.74. We'll call Progresso March plus $1, 13.92. Yellow corn to Corpus Christi in December, March plus $2, 8.79 and a half. Progresso March plus 2.20, 9.99 and a half. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in December, March plus 1.30, 9.96 and a half. And #1 beans to Houston December, delivery January less 25, 14.83 and 3/4. Texas cotton looks like we moved 2,164 bale of East Texas, 3,442 bale of West. Prices averaged from $79.89 to $82.08. That made the 5,506 total bales in Texas worth about $80.95 if it was a 50-50 sale on average. Neighbor, we're not your average farm show, and you're not the average listener. We're both the best darn farm show and listeners in Texas. I'm Larry Marble. Good day.